Hey Flosstube, this is Jordan, the Tattooed Stitcher. I'm back for my monthly March Flosstube update. It's been over a month, by like a week maybe, since my last video. And that is not for lack of trying. I've tried 3 times to film this. 3rd time's the charm. It's really bright. The snow is like reflecting straight into my face right now. But hopefully the coloring, it looks pretty good for you guys. And I moved my camera upwards, so I feel like I'm looking more straight versus I feel like I was looking down before, but we'll see if this works. Anyways, I hope everybody had a great February and Valentine's, and you've been doing all the things that you want to do, or hunkering down like me if you don't want to do anything. I'm feeling really blah. And it's snowing again. When is it gonna be over? I'm so tired of the snow. Ugh. I saw a video where a girl said her mom told her to change her mindset about this time of year. And she said, this time of year doesn't expect anything from you. It's cold and it's dark and it doesn't want you to feel like you have to go outside, and you can stay inside and not feel badly about it. Like, and it's true. It's true. In the summer, in the spring, when it gets warm, you're like, I should be outside right now. I should be going on a walk right now. I should be doing work in the garden right now. I should be all the things that are outside to take advantage of the warm weather. And sometimes that gets to be a drag too. And so I'm like, okay, yes, let's try to change our mindset about this horrible season. And I don't necessarily hate winter, but I hate how long it is. It's like, enough already. We have had snow for 4 months. Like, anyways, rant over. Sorry. If you're in beautiful, lovely weather, I am so jealous. Okay, so firstly, thanks to everybody who watched the video with me and Lorinda, my mother-in-law. We had fun making that, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. It seems like those who watched enjoyed it, and that was fun. I plan to do a video with her every season. She's a big seasonal stitcher, so she has tons of seasonal projects, and I think it'd be fun to show her stuff every season, what she's done. And so more of those to come, but yeah, thank you for receiving that so well. I love showing her projects, and it is awesome having a mother who is so into the same hobby as you, and it's really fun. And it's extra good because we can double team my husband when it comes to like purchasing of things or going to retreats. So I have a partner to stare him down, make sure we do all the things. So that's fun. But yeah, like I usually do, I'll say live stuff to the end. So we'll just jump into actual stitching things. I have a really big finish, and I have a couple smaller finishes, and some that I thought I'd finish but got really close and then haven't finished, but I'm not too worried about it. So let's do, I guess we'll do finishes first. My first finish I had for February was one of my February new starts, and it was one of the Romantic Mimes. I don't have the booklet here, but this is stitched on just like a 32 count Under the Sea Fabrics. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a pink, a really pale pink. But here it is in all its weird glory. Look how long the arms are. Isn't that strange? Look at the little feet though. It was a lot of white. It doesn't look that big, but that's a lot of fill-in white. But it was just so funny. It was every little step of the way. I was like, it's so funny. I even got the thing I'm going to finish it with. And it's like, I can't get it to go together. So I ordered this frame on Amazon. And then I was gonna take glass out to frame it, but it's like glued in, and now I can't get the back piece back in. So I'm gonna have to get like razor blade and razor blade that glue off to get the glass out so I can put the mime in. But before that, I'm going to spray paint it black. And I just got this black gloss spray, which, did you know you get ID'd when you buy paint, like spray paint? I didn't know that. I don't buy spray paint, but now you know, you need an ID. So I'm gonna spray paint this really ornate frame. Ooh, look at my reflection. Black, and then frame it in the black oval frame. I think it'll be really funny. Conversation starter for sure, right? So that was my first finish of February. And my second finish of February, well, it's second and fourth, was these little, the soda stitch, oh, I'm getting all shifted around here. Ballerina bears. I'm stitching it on, I believe this is just a 32 count Joblin that I dyed myself. I've got 2 of them done. I wish you could see this dyeing better. It's really pretty, subtle. But look how cute these are. They're adorable. I love them. I originally was just gonna stitch them individually, and then I was like, well, they're kind of small, and I'm kind of bad at fully finishing things. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just stitch, you know, like 3 in a row and then frame 3 together. And so this one started way too far over. I hope I have enough space to stitch the last little bear that I want to stitch right there. She'll probably only have like an inch and a half margin, but I think that'll be fine. But they're super cute. I love them. They stitch up so fast too. I think I stitched each bear in just a couple days. I love them. I love them. And lastly, my humongous finish that I am super, super proud of. This is only my second Mirabilia finish ever, which is ridiculous considering how many Mirabilia WIPS I have. But she is a big girl, humongous. Wow. She's stitched on 32 count iced grapes, Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics. Stitched everything called for thread, called for beads, everything. And here she is. I hope she's all in the frame. I can't see. She's so heavy. I bet there's like 3,000 beads on here. Let's see, let's get some close-ups. I can't see. I hope you're seeing it. I cannot see. There she is. She's beautiful, a stunner. Her skin is stitched 2/2, and I think it's just beautiful. Oh, I'm really, really happy that she's done. Look how big! God, she's massive. I will frame her, but I'm not framing her until after, oh, there's stuff on it, until after Queen City. I'm going to roll her up, put her in my suitcase, and bring her for the brag table. Since I'm flying across the country, let's see if we can get a, I can never get a screen grab, people. I never can. It's the in battle I'm continuously having with YouTube. But anyways, I'm gonna bring her to Queen City, show her off on the brag table. So she's not gonna get framed until I get back from that. But she will get framed, I promise. Okay. Now, let's get into my February stitching, what I stitched in February. That's not you. That's not you. Okay. First, we'll start with my other February new start, which was the it's not topiary cats. What's it called? I cannot remember what it's called. It's from Stitch with Coffee. Falling in Love or something like that. And I didn't finish it. I got super close, but the thread that I was going to, this is why I don't curl my hair. Look at that. The thread that I was going to use for the second cat, I just never met up with my friend to steal some from her. And so that's all the stitching that I have left. And then I have to do, there's like some beads and a little bit more back stitching. But this is what that looks like. This fabric was really fun to stitch on. And I've got, I mean, it only took up a little teeny spot in it. So I've got tons of it left. But I changed the colors of that cat to match my gray tabby, whose name is Meowski, or Meowsef, whichever one. He answers to both. But it turned out really cute, and I just used a variegated green from my stash. It's not that vibrant, but it's really cute. I thought it turned out really nice. So yeah, as soon as I get that other calico colored thread from my friend, that one will be finished. And then my other February stitching plans was to stitch on my Mirabilia Titania, Queen of the Fairies. Yeah. And I'm stitching her on 40 count peach tea from Seraphim. And I don't know, I could not get into this project. I mean, I got a decent chunk done, especially considering it's 40 count. And it just takes longer to see progress on 40 count. But yeah, I don't know. I just I wasn't feeling it. I was tired of pink. I did so much pink stitching. I was like, we're done with pink. But this is where I got to. So I don't have a before picture, but I basically did all this yellow around her. I finished her head piece. And then I moved my way down the dress here. But mostly I did a lot yellow. And I guess it's not yellow. The Kreinik is actually, I replaced it with Treasure Braid because Treasure Braid's a little thinner, and since it's 40 count, I thought I would. And so I switched it. The Kreinik it calls for to PB202, which is this like peachy Kreinik, and that's what's all right here. All that glittery. I mean, it stitches totally fine. And I only did a half cross. Yeah, no. Yeah, all that's just half stitch. All the yellow and all the Kreinik is just a half stitch because it kind of like diffuses out to her wings. Like her wing, it diffuses out to the edges of her wings. So yeah, that's where I got to on Titania. Ow, elbow. And then I had a new start. I did a new start in February, and this was thanks to, I didn't look up the name, but a commenter on my last video about, I mentioned that I love Alice in Wonderland. It's my favorite Disney movie, and that I wanted to stitch more Alice in Wonderland things, and she mentioned the Mirabilia Alice, and God, it's snowing so much. I'm sorry, it's really bogging me down today, the weather. Anyways, and I realized, and she'd mentioned that she saw someone stitch it without all the background crap. So without all of the stuff, which is what turned me off of this project in the first place, because I feel like it's so busy that it takes away from how lovely she is without it. Her dress is so bright and fun and whimsical. So I was like, that's genius. Don't know why I didn't think to do that. So of course I had to start it. So this was a February start, and I'm stitching this on, I don't think this is right. This says a 32 count Fairy Dreams, but I don't think that's the right tag. So if you really want to know, you can message me and I'll delve into it deeper, but because I'm not sure. So it's a pull stitches, I know that. So I started her in February, and I picked a fabric that was super like wild and whimsical and just fun. Oh, now we'll get a close-up of her. And that's how far I got on her. She's really easy to stitch. Blocks of color, fun colors. And I'm kind of in a conundrum with her because I don't normally stitch my Mira's skin 1/1. And so I started stitching it, got most of it stitched 2/2, and then I saw an Instagram account with this fully finished, just like this, no background, just Alice, and the skin was 1/1, and it gave it such a different look. It was stunning, and I'm like, well, crap, now I want mine to look like that. So I just kept going with the dress, and I quit the skin and until I decide if I want to pick this out and do it 1/1. She doesn't have that much skin, so it's like it wouldn't be that hard, but it just gave it such a lovely, like, delicate, romantic look, and I really liked it. So, oh, and also, so that's to be decided. This chart calls for 2 Karen water lilies, which I bought. But if you are not stitching, which one of the water lilies, I looked everywhere in this chart. This symbol is only in this very bottom pink. Right here on the inside, right here. 8 stitches. 8 stitches for 1 Karen water lily. What are you doing? What are you doing? So that was really irritating. And the other water lily is used like in these curtains, which, like, okay. But so if you decide to stitch this pattern, 100% you do not need the water lilies. Do not waste the $14 to get the water lilies. It'll just make you mad. So yeah. And do you know what's hilarious is the one that I saw that was stitched up, finished, that did the skin 1/1, she used pink beads instead of the 8 stitches for the water lily. And I thought, it looks better too, because the bottom of the other side of the dress is beaded. And so why wouldn't you bead the inside bottom? Ugh. Anyways. So then I decided I felt like stitching different colors. Then I feel like I was stitching a lot of like pinks and beiges, and I wanted something vibrant. So I decided to pull out my mermaid, which is Aphrodite. And I am really happy with the progress I got done on her. She's stitched on 32 count Gaia from Be Stitch Me. It's an opalescent. And I have totally finished the top half and extended down to the second page of the pattern. So the top page of the pattern, back stitch and everything is done. That tail has so much Krynic in it. So to note, this project has 5 colors of Krynic. They're all in the tail because there was none in the hair except the pearls, the tail and the pearls. So if you'll see here, I've done some half stitches in this blue color. So I knew that I wanted to switch the Krynic to treasure braid for this project, and I found like a, what is it called? Conversion chart for the Krynics to transition them all to treasure braid, which I did. I matched them all. And for some reason, this color covers terribly on the fabric. And I don't think it's any fault of its own. I think it's just treasure braid is thinner. And so I was like, okay, I have the Krynic, I'll pull out the Krynic and see if that's better. No, it looked horrible. So I matched that treasure braid to a blue DMC thread. And I've been doing a half cross of the DMC and then doing a full cross of Krynic over the top of that. And it seems to be covering much better. Annoying and takes up double the time, but I wanted it to actually cover because you couldn't even see the treasure braid when I was just stitching the treasure braid by itself. So that was the other WIP that I worked on in February. So we're into March now, and I have started a few things in March already. The first thing I started, oops, and let me pull up cover photo, was a stitch along that I'm doing with Bernadette. Her channel is Burn Stitches, and we started, oh, I don't want to show you the pattern, a soda stitch together called Elf Tree. Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, has this finished and behind her in her videos, and I was just like, I need it done now. And so we started it together, and it looks like this. It's really cute. And I'm stitching this on a 28 count opalescent Lugana from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And this is how I've gotten. I don't normally have such pitiful. First, let's appreciate the fabric. Stunning. Absolutely fabulous. Obsessed. Bit of a story time. I don't normally have such a pitiful small start on a new start, but my husband is working out of town this week. We decided we were going to start this Sunday, which is the day he left. Sunday morning, literally maybe an hour after he left, I was cleaning the bathroom, and I don't know if the combination of the cleaner smells triggered a migraine or what triggered it really. I'm sure that was it, because smells will trigger migraines for me, but I started getting a migraine. I can usually catch a migraine with Tylenol and ibuprofen and caffeine before it gets like full blown, I can't function. But this one was just not having it. And I haven't had such a bad migraine in years, probably since I was pregnant with my first. And I couldn't see, I lost my vision for about an hour. Luckily it was like right before the baby had a nap, needed a nap. So I was able to just like put her down for a nap. And then I passed out on the couch for probably 2 hours while my oldest two just kind of like hung out. And I finally started being able to see late that afternoon, but man, everything hurt. And staring, I tried starting this, and staring at this opalescent fabric was like staring directly into the sun. It hurt so bad. And so that's about as much as I could manage before I was like, I can't. I put it down, and I still have a headache. And we're Wednesday now. 3 days later, I still have a headache, and I still feel like the light hurts, like the sun is killing me. Or not the sun, but the reflection off the snow out here. I'm blinded. But yeah, so I don't normally have such a pitiful start, but here we are. And then my other new start I have done so far in March is a Brooks Books. She has a bunch of free patterns on her website, and this one is the birthday cakes. I've shown you one cake that I've stitched. It was the September cake, and they're just really fun to do. They're free patterns, and it makes it so I can use up some scrap fabric and leftover beads from another project, and I just like being able to do that. So I started, first of all, here's what they all look like. They're really cute. So I've done this September cake right here, the sunflower one, and I started, the April cake. My daughter's birthday is in April, and so I thought I'll start the April cake, make sure I can get it done by her birthday. So I'm stitching it on a leftover scrap of this pink fabric that I used for the mime, and this is my progress so far. Colors are kind of washing out, but basically just working on the top and filling in those daffodils, and the little holes are beads, and it's gonna be really cute. And these are just like really fun to stitch. They're really easy. I'll show you the graphs. They're really easy. I mean, they're free graphs, so don't come for me. But like, they're really simple, and they're really pretty when they're done because they've got beads, and yeah. So I'm liking that. That's really fun. So that's my last thing I started in March. So we'll go to plans for the rest of March. Don't really have any. None of my WIPs are like calling my name. So I'm not gonna force myself to work on them. Oh, and the Arctic Antics, the winter one I showed in the last video, I was like, I'm gonna keep this on the Q-Staff all day. No, I touched it once and I was like, nope, not doing it. So I didn't even bother to bring it out to show you because I literally did 10 stitches. So I don't have any plans for March other than I'm starting another stitch along with Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher. We are starting another Soda Stitch. And this one is, so Soda Stitch has these cards patterns, like deck of cards, and they have cards of Hansel and Gretel, which is what Amber is stitching, and they have cards of Alice in Wonderland, which is what I'm stitching. And it looks like this. Really, really cute. Look at this cat. Look at the cat. Love him. So I was all ready to start this. I had my fabric. Fabric came in the mail, and it was just like a 32 count. What was it called? Something mocha, not vintage country mocha, not the printed one, just like, I can't remember. It just says Weigart linen, something mocha. And it came, and I started stitching on it, and I was like, nope, hate it. The fabric was really uneven, super slubby. Every thread was a different thickness, and I couldn't deal. My stitches looked like garbage, and I was like, nope, this is a big project. I cannot stitch on a fabric that I hate. So I ordered 2 other pieces of different kind of fabric, and they haven't shipped yet. So I haven't been able to actually start. Amber has started hers, and I'm sad. Mine is not started yet. But it will get started as soon as my fabric gets here. And yeah, other than that, March, I'm just gonna go with whatever sounds good to start. I would like to stitch the 3rd bear for that. I don't have any plans to start any mirrors. I've got plenty of mirror WIPs. I think I've got 4 mirror WIPs as it is. But I'm not gonna say no if the desire strikes. So yeah, that's my plans for now. I've got tons of Soda Stitch patterns too, and if at any time I feel the desire, I missed one. I just realized I missed one. Oh, I missed another new start. Hold up, back up. This was another start I started last week because I was sad and I was wishing for spring. And it is Soda Stitch, and it is called Flower Girl. She's super cute, ushering in spring. She's got a little white kitty. Another smaller one, adorable. And I started that one on a hand dye by Rolanda. It's a 28 count Alma. And this is how far I got in here. That's the back, garbage. There it is. I was like, why is this so ugly? There it is. So I've backstitched, some of it. The backstitch in the stems is green, which I think is cute. And she's holding a big bouquet of flowers and a little kitty. She has no feet for now, but she's really cute. A few of you have messaged me showing me some Soda Stitch patterns you've started that, like, if you've never stitched them, and I really love that. I love that people are stitching these and showing me. I love it. I love it so much. I love Soda Stitch. I love when people stitch it. It just is they're always happy charts. All of them. Love them. Okay. So yeah, no plans for March. So we can go into my haul. And this is not all of my haul. Some of my haul was like I'm kitting up projects. I decided I wanted to start fully kitting up some projects because patterns keep going out of print and beads keep going out of production, and credits are going out of production. It's really annoying. And so I want to just have like the patterns that I know I want to stitch someday. I want to have all the supplies for them. So I've been working on gathering supplies for a few of the projects that I want everything for. And so those are all in like kits. And I thought about doing another doing another video that's like kit parade, just showing some of my things that I'm fully kitting up. It would only be like a 10-minute video. I don't know, maybe I'll just like add it to, I don't know, this is only 30 minutes. It's okay. So I don't know. Let me know what you think if you'd like to see my projects that I'm fully kitting up. So there's not all of my haul here. It's just some of the stuff that I'm not like putting into bags and putting the fabric and all that. So I got this Threadworks floss. I can't remember what it's called. Black licorice or something, but it's black and white. It's supposed to be black and white because I have the Brooks Books Alice in Wonderland patterns, and they have a, like what separates all of them is a black and white checkered border. And I thought, annoying, don't want to stitch that. So I was like, maybe replace it with like a black and white variegated thread. Could work. Yes? No? So there's that. Then my fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics came. It is called Eros. This light's probably gonna wash it out because I can't, the camera does not pick up purple. It's very subtly variegated purple and like periwinkle, and like, I mean, when I'm looking at it, I can barely tell. It's like a little bit of pink in it. I don't know. It's fine. Looks most like a basic periwinkle color to me, but I'm sure I'll find something for it. So there's that. And then I got, so the Pixies, the Nora Corbett Pixies, the older ones, keep going out of production. And then they get swooped up. And if I wanted it, I don't get it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start buying the Pixies that I know I want. There aren't that many of the older ones that I want because I've already stitched Violet and Tiger Lily, and I have a few of others. So I've always wanted this one, and this is called Miss Ginkgo. I do not see her stitch that often, and I think she's so pretty. So pretty. So I got her. And then I got, oops, no, turn off. Turn off. And then I got Glittering Leaves. Heidi, the Stitching Bay, she showed this as a finish in like a recent video. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 videos back. She showed this one and I was like, it gets so pretty stitched up. Those leaves are all water lilies. And I mean, she's small. I feel like you could stitch her in just a few days. And so I've also got her water lilies that she calls for. This bright one is called Hot Peppers, and this lighter one is called Tequila Sunrise. And it's all the leaves, and I think it's just gonna be really pretty. So I got that one. And then I also got Wisteria from the Pixie Blossoms collection. Her wings are really pretty. Gosh, the camera is like foggy or something. She's really pretty. And I got her bead pack. No Magnificas, but I got her bead pack. So, and then I also I was browsing Etsy, and I saw this kit, a Riolis kit. I've never stitched a Riolis kit. I've never bought a Riolis kit. And it's called Cat in Flowers. But it's my cat. That's my cat, Meowsk. My cat has green eyes, but that's exactly him. So, I mean, it's a kit, comes with everything. Look how cute these little penguins are though. We love them. So I got that kit because it's cute. And then another stitcher, oh, what is her name? Laurel. Her channel is Mountain Laurel Stitches, I believe. She showed this as a finish in her last video. Cat Nicholas. Santa Cat. Or the Pope. What is that? He's very Pope-ish. Pope Cat, that could be probably what I'll call him. But she showed this finished and framed. It was really cute. So I got that off eBay. And then, of course, I've gotten some digital patterns. And I also got some Rolanda fabric, but it's in transit. So digital patterns I've gotten. I got the Cards of Alice, and then I got this little Valentine's girl, and the elf tree, which I already showed. And then I got Ice Cream Ladies, which is another one that is behind Amber on her wall in her craft room, and I loved it. It was really cute. I think that's it. Yeah. And I think that's it for the haul I have to show here. So I'll just do a quick, brief mention of a floss tube. I've mentioned a few already in my standards. I mention every time, but there's a new to me floss tuber, new to me because she's not new. I have been binging all her videos. I started at the first and I've been watching all of them. She is so sweet. Her name is Lauren. Her channel is Cross Stitch Bunny. I will link it below. She's from across the pond and she stitches like stuff from magazines and memorabilias and like Bothy Threads kits and Heritage Crafts kits, and she's so sweet, and she's got some little kids, and her and her husband breed dogs, and so she's always showing cute puppies, and she's lovely, and I've really been enjoying her videos, and you should go check her out. And we have some hashtags. We have some hashtags for the 2 stitch alongs I'm doing, the one with Bernadette and the one with Amber. I will link the hashtags below. Feel free to join us and use them if you want. And I am going to Stitch West. I forgot that was something from February. I got a spot for Stitch West. I will be going. It's the second week of October, I believe, and Queen City is the first week of October, so I'll be going to Queen City, coming home 4 days later, going to Stitch West. It's gonna be an amazing few weeks. It's just gonna fill my cup for sure. Okay, short life update. February, we've just been doing more work on the basement. We got it all trimmed, and we got all of our paint, and so now we were gonna paint last weekend, but then my husband got called out of town to work, so hopefully we'll get it all painted this weekend. And then I've been getting carpet bids, and we're almost done. We're on the home stretch. I still have to order things like doorknobs. But like, we are on the home stretch. We are getting there. I'll be so glad when the basement is not taking up every weekend of our lives anymore. But I'll be so grateful to have it done. It's gonna be amazing. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes over here. So last weekend, my mother-in-law, who you met in my other video, took my 5-year-old Parker to her first like ballet performance. I don't know what ballet company it was, but they came and they were doing Cinderella at the auditorium in Idaho Falls. And so she went and picked her up and took her to dinner and took her to the ballet, and she had so much fun. And I have to show you this adorable picture. At the end, they were you could pay to have a picture taken with some of the cast, and so she's took a picture with someone from the play. She was so cute. She had the best time, and she still talks about it, and I just thought that was so much fun. And so while she went to the ballet, we took my son and the baby out to dinner, and There's a reason we don't go out to eat anymore. 3 of us to get food, $100 at Outback. Outback, the chain that's basically Chili's. People. I'm about ready to give up on life. I can't afford to eat. Because I've got to afford cross-stitch things, duh. Okay, what else? Oh, thank you to the couple of you who messaged me with sleeping tips for my son. I've implemented all of them that you've given me, and they have been amazing. Amazing. He's sleeping really well. He's getting better sleep, I think, than he was before, for sure. And so, yeah, they were really helpful. Thank you to those of you who gave me tips. And if you're curious, one of the tips was to be giving him liquid magnesium glycinate along with the melatonin, and combo made in heaven. Amazing. And then another tip was like a weighted blanket or a weighted stuffed animal, which we have both and we've been implementing, and yeah, wonderful. Wonderful tips. Thank you. The baby had a double ear infection last week, so she's just still been on antibiotics, trying to get over that. And I guess it's horrible to say, but I'm glad it was an ear infection and not anything worse, because those are so treatable, so easy to treat. So yeah, she's getting over that, and but yeah, and she's so close to walking. She's really close. All my kids are really slow to walk, and she's been in physical therapy for it, and she's getting there. She's getting there. She'll be walking by spring. But yeah, as far as me, nothing really the same. I've been watching old TV because I hate all the new stuff that's on TV right now. It's terrible. Like sitcom stuff. There's no good shows anymore. I've been watching The Last of Us on HBO, and that's been okay. I mean, it's good. Acting's good and it's good, but it's like a zombie apocalypse show. It's not really my milieu. So I watch old stuff. I watch old TV. I don't watch the news. It's just depressing. So I've been binging Bones with David Boreanaz, I don't know how to say his last name, and Emily Deschanel. If you have never watched Bones and you like crime, an all-time favorite show. And I've never been able to bring myself to actually finish the last 2 seasons. So I started from the beginning, and I'm like right at the point where I always stop watching, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna finish it. I'm finally gonna finish it, but it's so good. Highly recommend that show. And so now I'm like, what am I gonna start next? So I'm considering Lucifer. I've heard that one is funny. Or Castle. Castle's an older, like, kind of crime drama show similar to Bones. It's like, do I want to jump into another crime show, or do I want to try something else? And I've also been tossing around the idea of watching Supernatural. I've never watched that show, but there are like 1,000 memes and things that I see, like inside jokes and stuff about Supernatural. And I'm like, I feel left out. I might have to just do it. I know there's a lot of seasons, but I don't like being left out of inside jokes. So let me know some of your favorite shows. Older shows. I don't watch new crap. It's all crap. It's all garbage. I've also been considering New Girl, which is an older-ish show. I've heard it's really funny. And the clips I've seen of it is funny. So yeah. That's all I have for this update. 43 minutes, not bad. So thank you for watching and coming back to my channel and supporting my channel with your lovely comments. And I will see you for another update in 3 weeks, because it's already the 8th. 3 weeks. So we'll see how much I can get done in that time. I hope you all have a wonderful stitching month, and you do all the fun things that you want to do, and you eat all the good food, and you watch all the good TV. Yeah, so we'll see you next time. Bye.